Hi everyone. Welcome to Passport to Pittsburgh Adventures. My name's Kim Adley and I'm your host, custom tour designer for Passport to Pittsburgh, a custom tour design company for Pittsburgh and beyond. I'm really happy to be here for our Holiday in the City episode. We're in the beautiful PPG Place and we're going to show you some wonderful holiday adventures that you can take on your own in the beautiful city of Pittsburgh. Hi, Andy.
Kim, thank you for inviting me today.
I'm so glad. You're my first guest on my first show, Passport to Pittsburgh Adventures. Andy Emrine. I know many of the viewers in Bethel Park know you because of your show.
Thank you. Absolutely. We love doing our Around Town series. And we loved introducing you last month to our viewers. So it's a thrill to be invited as your first guest. I'm very excited for you. This is going to be fun shows that you're going to be doing for our audience, showing us Pittsburgh.
Thank you. I'm excited too. Absolutely. There's so many adventures that I can't wait to take the viewers on throughout beautiful Pittsburgh. So first, happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Absolutely.
We're here to explore some holiday adventures in the city, and I'm so glad you're here. What's your favorite holiday, Andy?
Oh, we just had Thanksgiving, and I love Thanksgiving because I love to cook and I love to eat. And then I didn't have to worry about all the presents and everything else. So Thanksgiving comes first. Christmas is a close second, though. And on any of the holidays, to me, it's the family. Having the family come home, having my children home and so forth, and seeing friends, relatives, family, that's an important part of any of the holidays. And that's why I love coming to Pittsburgh. When my family comes in, we always have to come to see something, do something in Pittsburgh. It's a great place to live.
It certainly is, and I have to agree with you. I like Thanksgiving as well, but Christmas is right there.
Yes.
And today we're going to explore some adventures that families can take to create some traditions in the city on their own that don't cost much money and are just right a short drive away into the city. So I hope that together we can create some ideas for some family traditions for the viewers out there.
Well, I'm anxious to see where you're taking us. So this is going to be fun.
We have a special guest today.
Okay.
And I want to introduce her next. She is the marketing events coordinator for this beautiful place, PPG Place. And she's going to tell us a little bit about the history of the exhibit here, which has a long history. It's been here since 1984, 33 years. And then, of course, the gingerbread exhibit, which has been here now 16 years.
Wow.
So let's get her on.
Yep. Let me go find Anita
give her a
for
chat.
you.
Okay, thanks. Happy to be here in PPG Place with my special guest today, Anita False. Anita, I want to thank you so much for inviting us to come into PPG Place to look at the beautiful holiday exhibit here. And you are the marketing events coordinator, is that correct?
That's correct, for Highwoods Properties, who owns the PPG Place building.
That's wonderful. Well, I think that this whole exhibit here for the holidays has become quite a Pittsburgh tradition for people. And I wonder if you could just tell us a little bit about the history of the Santa exhibit here, which the name has changed over the years, hasn't it?
This exhibit has always been called Spirits of Giving from Around the World. Officially, everyone just calls it the Santa exhibit.
The Santa exhibit, Spirits of Giving from Around the World. And it originally started in 1984.
Correct.
But has grown and changed over the years, hasn't it?
It started out with 10 Santas. When PPG Industries built the building, they started out with different countries because they are an international company. So then after another year, they added 6 more Santas. I think it was about 10 years later, they had a local artist at the time, he was local, do all the paintings that you see that describe the different Santas.
Yes, it really added another nice dimension to the exhibit as well. And the open book, too, which will show the viewers as well. But the Santas, they're 33 years old, and they've held up pretty well.
Santa does good.
Santa does well.
He looks good for his age.
He sure does. It must be something about the weather at the North Pole or
The
something.
magic of the holidays.
It is the magic of the holidays. But tell me, do you, as the property managers for the exhibit, do anything special to keep them in good condition? Is there any upkeep or storage that you have to take care of?
Each Santa was built with their own storage box, and it has actually a foam that holds them still. That is stored by offsite by the company that does our decor. It's in a climate control area, and every year they kind of refresh it a little bit as needed. But
Yes.
they pretty much held up. We just do some minor touch-ups over the years. So
That's good to know. Well, they're just a wonderful treasure, and I know that Pittsburghers love coming to see them. I'm sure that over the 33 years, hundreds of thousands of people have come through PPG Place to see the Spirits of Giving exhibit. Now, 16 years ago, you added something to the exhibit, which was the wonderful gingerbread house display.
yeah.
And how did that get started?
At the beginning, Children's Hospital and KDKA did a large gingerbread house thing outside to collect money for Children's Hospital. We decided, it started in Building 2 as a small exhibit. I think there was 50 to 70 houses. As time went on, we kept building and growing, and up now we're to 556 houses this
Wow.
year from all over the area.
Yes.
We've actually had some that came from, not this year, but other years from Chicago. It's a great community thing. We have little kids that bring theirs in off of milk carton to ones that
Yes.
are very detailed.
Absolutely.
So it's become just a tradition for some families. They do it as a holiday tradition within their family, and then they bring it in.
Yes,
So it's
and I
very
know
popular.
I know a lot of organizations also submit houses as well. It is a wonderful way to bring community together, and a creative way as well.
Right.
So I think it's just wonderful, and I admire whoever puts this together and carries these precious creations by hand to set them up. It's quite
It
an
is,
endeavor.
Right. It's been the same 3 or 4 gals that have put it all in the display as you see it
Yes.
every year for probably the last 12 years.
Well, they do a wonderful job. And I know that viewing the exhibit is free to the public, but donations are accepted on behalf of Children's Hospital. And you do raise quite a bit of money for Children's Hospital through
Right.
that, don't you?
Every year we raise between $5,000 and $7,000 that go to Children's Hospital's free care fund.
That's
so it's a
wonderful.
wonderful donation there.
That is wonderful. Well, thank you, Anita. Thank you so much. I'm sure it's a lot of work getting this all put together, isn't it?
It's a lot of work for the people building them to the people putting them in. So it is a lot of work, but it turns out wonderful, and it is a great attraction to downtown Pittsburgh.
It is, and we want to thank you so much for the efforts and all the people behind the scenes that make it happen for Pittsburgh.
Right, well, thank you.
Thank you. So glad you could be with me today. Well, Andy, I was so
Yes.
happy to learn from my guest Anita that there's a great South Hills connection to this gingerbread
There
house
is,
display.
isn't there? Yes.
There is, and it's so wonderful to realize that so much of the background work that goes into it is done by some Bethel Park people and some South Hills people as well.
No, there's Bethel families, but also a lot of the schools. You got Independence Middle School, you have Neil Armstrong School, you have a lot of the Girl Scout troops that do it. I mean, there's a lot of residents of not just Bethel, but the South Hills that do it.
Exactly.
And we have one of our schools was the first place winner this year.
I know. I'm
We
so
do,
excited.
and we're standing here in front of it.
I
This
know.
is right behind us. This is Pathfinder School.
Oh,
and
look at
with the
that.
Pathfinder School, they won one of the first place for the gingerbread houses this year.
That
so
is so
it is. It's an
awesome.
amazing school.
So
for
glad
the
to see
children,
that.
And we're very proud of them that they're one of the winners here with
Well,
the
I hope
gingerbread
that
houses.
all the kids and their families from
Mm-hmm.
Pathfinder will come down and see that you're a winning entry in the gingerbread house display.
Well, they will now because you're going to have it on TV.
That's
You're going to
right,
show
that's
it.
right.
So excellent.
And I'm always so, my heart is warmed when I see all the creativity and teamwork that goes into so many of these
Yeah.
entries. It's really, truly a gift to all of us who come and see them.
I tried building one, but I had hammers and nails and saws, and it just didn't work right. It really didn't.
I can understand being
Yeah.
from the hardware industry.
Yeah.
It takes a much finer touch.
Yeah, it does. I don't have that.
Well, we want to also thank some local people who are judges in this contest. A former retired Bethel Park school teacher, and an Upper St. Clair teacher, and also a Mount Lebanon school teacher. And that's awesome. They help put this all together. So thanks for your hard work, and make sure everybody comes down to see this beautiful gingerbread house display. Quick walk outside of the in PPG Place to the Mass Mutual ice rink here downtown, and it's beautiful.
Pretty big ice rink, isn't it?
It's actually very big ice rink, 67% bigger than Rockefeller Center in New York City.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot of skaters.
It is a lot of skaters. And it's just beautiful. It's a highlight of coming downtown with your family, and it opens every day at 11.
Mm-hmm. Which it just opened.
It
Otherwise,
just
it would be
opened
packed.
now.
I've been down here many a times where you can't even get into the skating rink. So
really,
it's a lot of fun, and a lot of people do come down here just for the ice skating.
Well, I was doing my research. They have 700 pairs of skates they can rent you, both figure and hockey skates.
Nice.
So I guess they are anticipating crowds.
Yes, and they get it. They do get a big crowd here. And I think this is just absolutely amazing that Pittsburgh has this. I mean, besides New York, Pittsburgh, are there really any other cities that have ice skating rinks here?
I
can't think of any.
I don't really think so. I think that we are blessed with so many wonderful holiday treasures.
Another great thing about Pittsburgh and why we love it so.
It really is. So let's just take a look at some of the skaters and enjoy.
And the beautiful tree.
And the beautiful tree.
Beautiful tree.
It really is.
I love the reflections off of the buildings. You know, when you get the tree, whether it's this time of day or at night when you come down here, it's stunning. It really is stunning down here.
It really is. The skating rink opened on Light Up Night and stays open through February if you want to make the journey and come ice skating with your family in town. It's just another way to have a wonderful holiday Pittsburgh adventure.
You know, I like the railing, so when I'm skating around, I could hold on it and walk me around. Otherwise, I fall a lot.
Me too. I think my skating days are over. But I might be feeling adventurous this holiday season.
Good.
This certainly has getting you in the mood.
Do it.
Yeah.
We'll bring the cameras and film.
Okay. Next time we'll film that. I don't know about that. Okay. Thanks so much. Well, we continue our holiday adventure in Market Square, the People's Gas Holiday Christmas Market, based on a German-style Christkindl market, which are all through Europe, Andy. So it has a very wonderful European feel to it, lots of interesting vendors, one-of-a-kind gift shopping, I would say, and just a wonderful place to come and stroll through when you come down to visit downtown for your holiday adventure.
I like it. It's beautiful. The only thing would add to it is maybe a little snow, but that's coming, I'm sure. But this is really nice down here. It's even for it's not even lunchtime yet, and there's quite a few people down here just strolling around, having fun, looking and enjoying.
It creates a wonderful holiday gathering place for people here in a central location in downtown Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
There's food vendors, gift vendors, and of course a full schedule of entertainment throughout the season. It's from November 17th, which was Light Up Night, until December 23rd, and then the vendors close up and get to go home and enjoy their holiday as well.
It's another good reason to come down and visit Pittsburgh.
It is. Hi, I'm here with another People's Gas Holiday Market vendor, J.P. DeRoll.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Doing well.
Well, thanks for letting us feature your vendor hut on our show today about our Holiday in the City episode. And tell me, JP, how long have you been participating in this holiday market?
So this is my 5th year as a part-time vendor. I started the 2nd year. I usually do about a week a year. I got 2 different stays this year, though, so looking forward to another great year.
And you feature Pittsburgh photography.
That's correct. I focus mostly on the skyline, I do some landscapes and some wildlife as well, but I try to bring a little bit of that landscape flair to the skyline, keep a fresh perspective.
How long have you been a Pittsburgh photographer, JP?
I have been full-time since 2013, but I've been shooting seriously since about 2011.
Pittsburgh provides a wonderful palette for the photography eye, doesn't it?
It does. I like to joke that I think my eye's pretty refined, but the skyline makes my job a little bit easier. It's very beautiful.
So JP, tell me, what kind of products do you have for the shoppers here that feature your photography?
Sure. So I have everything from little stocking stuffers, sets of coasters and small prints, all the way up to very large prints that could fill a wall behind a couch.
Awesome. You know, I think that many Pittsburghers just love to look at pictures of our city, and for people who've left the city, it's a wonderful gift.
Absolutely.
So they can remember.
Absolutely. A lot of parents send their kids gifts, and I always ask them if it's to remind them of home or to entice them to come back home.
Well, it's a great place.
It really is.
Yes. So thank you so much, and happy holidays.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you as well.
Great.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Hi, I'm with another vendor here at the People's Gas Holiday Market, and this is Jackie Ging. And she's
Hello.
the owner of the Style Hut.
Style Truck Hut.
Style Truck Hut.
Yes, yes.
And I just love your stuff. Tell us,
Thank
how many
you.
years have you been participating in the holiday market?
This is, I was one of the original vendors, so this is our 6th year.
How wonderful. And what do you feature in your booth?
I feature winter accessories for men, women, and children, many fair trade, handmade, unique items, and a little bit of clothing from my boutique.
Awesome. So your boutique is a traveling boutique.
It is.
That
It's
is such a
Style
cool
Truck.
concept, Style Truck. And so you take your shop wherever people want it and need it.
I do, and I did the hut. The hut came before the truck. So while I was shopping for a truck and buying the next season's clothing, I started at the hut.
That's wonderful. So tell me, it's a lot of hours, isn't it, Jackie?
It is. It's from light up night until December 23rd, every single day except for Thanksgiving.
Well, I'm sure you get to see a lot of festive folks.
It is. It's so great for the city. There are so many people that come down, and it's become a tradition between the skating rink and the concerts and things like that. It's really, it's fun to be around.
I know. I just love the atmosphere down here.
It is. It was buzzing last week when we had the Sunday Night Football. The Sunday Night Football trailer was here. You could just feel the electricity in the city. It was really something.
It's wonderful. The Pittsburgh energy is
I love
so
it.
great.
I'm glad to be part of it.
Well, I'm so glad that you're part of our show today, and thank you so
honored.
much. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yes.
Thanks.
Well, I'm here with the local Pittsburgh treasure, artist Linda Barnicott, also a Bethel Park resident. Yes?
Yeah.
I'm so happy to feature you on our Holiday in the City show today. And how long have you been participating in the People's Gas Holiday Market, Linda?
I actually started at the very beginning. There used to be 2 circles, an inside circle and an outside circle. So I was one of the outside circles. It was 6 years ago. So we would watch actually customers come around all of us, and then they would swing back around and make their purchases.
Yes.
We had so much fun that first year. The weather was delightful like it is today.
Absolutely. Well, I know that we've had some cold winters, and I'm sure that working the
That
huts.
second year was rough.
Well, you never know. Pittsburgh winters can be unpredictable. So, I really commend all of you vendors for providing your services and creating this festive atmosphere here in Market Square.
Well, this is our Christmas too. You know, we're here
Yes.
every day during the holiday season.
I know.
So just the music and the happiness that goes around really makes our season.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So I know that you have been painting Pittsburgh for a long time. When did you start painting Pittsburgh, and how did you get inspired to do that?
Okay, so I actually started painting Pittsburgh in 1989. I was 32 years old when I created my first painting. What inspired me, I was a portrait artist, and I love the connection between when I would paint a portrait for a family and when they would view it, it would bring a lot of joy.
Of course.
Okay? So I was at a gallery, Custom Portraits. It's a gallery that's not around now, but back then they were pretty cool. And I was sitting in front of the gallery doing portraits, and the owner's husband actually asked me if I would paint a streetcar scene. And
Aw.
I painted, so I was new to Pittsburgh in the 1980s, but I already knew that people met under Kaufman's Clock. So I decided I would make it the Coffins Clock Corner with the streetcar.
Yes.
And I was going to call it the meeting place because everybody met under Coffins Clock.
It's true.
And I had a friend who said, no, you can't call it the meeting place. That doesn't work. I says, but everybody says I'll meet you under Coffins Clock. He says, why don't you call it that? So I did. It's called Meet Me Under Coffins Clock. It's sold like crazy.
Oh,
It's
yes.
so fun.
Uh,
But what I loved about it was people would come up and cry and tell me they had to buy the painting because it meant so much to them.
Yes.
So I went home and I told Tom, I says, it's like doing a portrait for the city.
It is.
And that's what inspired me to keep going.
Well, you do. You feature Pittsburgh iconic places that bring back memories and evoke feelings for Pittsburghers, and so that's a wonderful thing. I know that in your hut you feature many of your artwork
I
on
do.
gifts for people who may have left Pittsburgh and want to remember. And so
Yes.
what kinds of things are you selling in your hut this holiday season?
Well, down here, a lot of paintings that go are my painting of my hometown with the incline and Coffins Clock, Horns Tree, PPG in the skating rink because we're right here.
Yes.
So a lot of visitors from around the world that come to visit Pittsburgh are taking home little souvenirs.
Little souvenirs.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I have everything from a $5 magnet up to a $700 frame painting in here, so that there's something for every person.
Well,
And
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
A little piece of Pittsburgh can be yours in a
There
Linda
you go.
Barnicott painting.
there you go.
Thank you so much and happy holidays.
Thank you, Kim. It was really a pleasure talking with you.
You too.
Thank you.
Also located here at the holiday market is Santa's house, where you can go in and visit Santa and for a donation to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, get a commemorative photo taken with old Saint Nick himself.
Hey,
Yes.
wonderful.
You ready to sit on Santa's lap? Are you on the naughty or nice list?
I'd probably break his knee, but I'll give it a whirl.
Okay.
I'm nice. I'm nice.
Of
I'm real
course you
nice.
are.
I get
Of course
everything
you
I always
are.
want.
Ho, 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 ho. Hello to all my friends out there in Bethel Park. My friend Kim here came to see me today, and I'm so excited about it. What's going on here, Kim?
Oh, Santa, I'm just so happy to be down here to see you. I'm telling all the folks out in Bethel Park how to have a wonderful holiday in the city adventure. And so nothing would be complete without a visit with you.
Wow, thank you, Kim. Thank you so much for coming to see me today. You know, this is Santa's house in Warren Market Square, and it's a little bit different than the mall. In fact, if you're used to the mall, this is quite a different experience. Now, at the mall, they try to charge you a lot of money for a picture, but said, we don't try to sell you pictures. In fact, you can bring your cell phone, you can take as many pictures as you want. All we ask for is a $5 donation to the food bank. That's all you need for each picture, a $5 donation, and the money goes to the food bank, and everyone has a good time here.
You know, Santa, I think that's so wonderful because, you know, it's important to remember that Christmas is really about giving and not always getting.
Right,
So
giving and-
that's a great donation for the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank.
Oh, sure. We're here for the community of Pittsburgh. We're here for Pittsburgh people and anyone who wants to enjoy a little bit of fun in downtown Pittsburgh.
That's a good message. So thank you so much for letting me come in and visit you.
Oh, you're welcome, Kim. You're welcome to come visit me anytime. And so are all you good folks in Bethel Park, too. I hope to see you here soon. Don't go to that South Hills Village Santa Claus. You want to come to the real Santa Claus, which is right here.
Yes. Happy holidays, everyone.
And a Merry Christmas.